go. Are you ready to go live?
Am I? Oh, shit. Are we live?
We are live. Welcome, everybody. Happy Hour Live. We talk about full-time RV living every week, Sunday, 6 o'clock. Glad you guys could be here. And in honor of our guests, RV Living Life is in the house. We're going to give them a big shout out, and a big shout out to Miss Carol. Friday was her last day of work. She is now officially retired. Congrats. Yes. And Gary, in honor of this, he sent me an email and he sent me a nice big picture. He sent me a picture of they had a campfire going. It was a huge fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see your campfire and we raise you a wildfire. What is going on, everybody? We are out at Boyd Cave, just outside of Bend, Oregon, and this is actually not too far away from the ranch where I've been residing for the last couple weeks.
Been, not very far away.
So each week I try to bring you. I'm going to try. It isn't always going to work. I try to bring you to some place. If you come to Central Oregon, you should check it out. Now, we were getting ready. We were going to have our live down in the cave, and bring the live from the.
We were going to,
but then we got here on scene, and we've got a wildfire going right over there, guys. So. Yeah. I'm not sure exactly how far that is, but to give you some idea, fire trucks have been going up the road that we drove in on. So yeah,
and planes like crazy.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing planes tonight. They are obviously fighting the fire out that way, and there's been some big plumes of black smoke coming off of that. Hopefully, there's no structure. Usually, that means structures. I know that hopefully area,
not. Yeah, hopefully not.
Fairly well. I don't think there's any structures out there, so let's hope. Let's hope.
Just saying hi, new people.
Just saying hi.
Yeah.
Miss Karen is with me tonight. Hi, hon. How you doing?
Yeah. Come see, come saw.
Yeah.
I barely have a voice, so I won't be talking much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I won't make you talk too much. How's that?
Chris is in the house.
Oh, my son?
Yeah,
my son
Chris that's is not far.
It's not far?
That fire is not far away.
That fire, it's not that far away, guys. So we figured we'd have that. That is part of living in Central Oregon, especially the last several years. Yeah. Fires and more fires. There's been already a couple of them around us. They seem to have knocked down, but here we go with another one. And we are only... As the crow flies, I think we're less than a couple miles away from the ranch where we're at right now.
Yeah, not far.
So we had to drive around. It takes it took us about 15 minutes to drive over here. But we have to drive around to get over here. We can't.
Jim Bertrand is having a spicy Caesar drink.
Oh, nice.
I've never heard of it. He says you don't think they have that in the U.S.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
Nice. Well, let me get first in the house. I know Jim Bertrand. If you're coming here to get first in the house, I'm here to tell you, you got to beat Jim Bertrand. When he's on, he's on. And I think he was here at least an hour early. I saw him. So let me scroll back, though, and just give everybody a shout out here. Jim Bertrand, of course, first in the house. WCRV Adventures, Wayne and Carrie, glad to have you along. Cowboy Biker Adventures, Don. Looks like he has been traveling.
He has been.
New Mexico now?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wow, yeah, he's been getting around.
Jim says, nice haircut, Dave.
Thank you. Yes, I did this just for the live tonight. Richard M. is in the house. Can I give a shout out to Richard M.? He left a comment on the last week's video. We covered the 10 things that I made you buy and put in your toolbox, right?
Yep.
Guys, there's only been one person that's commented and said he has all 10 of those items. Richard M., good on you. He gets he gets a special shout out award.
He gets the handy award.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if we can go on down the line. Of course, RV Living Life. Glad to have you guys here. Stanley Wilcox is here. Glad to have you along. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can get down. Rana Assad Olive Log. You know what? I've gone to her channel. She has a great channel, interesting stuff. She travels around. I've watched a couple of her videos. Nice job on those. She is joining us over there. Oh, we have a helicopter flying over. Let's see if we can get him here. There you go. And he's got fire bucket attached. Did I get him? Hopefully I got him. I don't know.
Yeah. There he is.
Is he on there?
Wait. Your computer's hard to see. Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
Yeah. We've got firefighting apparatus
right behind me, and then
yes. So, Rana, glad to have you along. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right, but so glad that you could be here.
Chris said they're at the father-in-law's.
Oh, Our Vision Nomadic Living. Hey, they're in the house. Glad to have you guys along.
Guys.
Met them for the first time here last time in Quartzsite. So, Chris, my son, say hi to Chris if you ever need to install a residential fridge in your rig. He volunteers to help you out with that. So, HG Carefree Highway. Glad to have you along. And that's it. You know, we've been watching the fires all week around us, and out there by RV Base Camp, there's a fire. Now you're staying out at Thousand Trails, and that's not too far away from RV Base Camp, which is in Sun River, Oregon. Actually, Thousand Trails is in Sun River. And Lapine, about 3 miles away from RV Base Camp.
There's a fire.
The Darlene fire was raging. Now I don't know where they're at with that one because there's so many fires going on, and that one I think they're getting a handle on because
I haven't heard much lately.
Yeah, I haven't heard much on that either. So let's see. Carol and what? I can't read that one.
It's Carol. She said hi. It is Carol. Thank you so much for the well wishes from everyone.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Happy for you.
Happy retirement, Carol. That's a big time. There goes our helicopter flying back.
You're going to be seeing a number of different.
You'll be hearing them in the background. So. Oh my gosh.
Chris says the Darlene fire, he's been watching that and they are getting it contained.
They are getting it contained. Good. Yeah. So hopefully with any luck they'll have that. That's the closest one to the property anyway. So
do you think they're getting the water from that pond on the other side of the ranch? I'm
not sure.
That's about the closest.
Yeah, that is close. And they might be, but it's hard to say. Those water buckets that they haul underneath those helicopters, they've been flying to rivers, ponds, any place where they can get down and refill those and haul them as quickly back to the fire as they can. And they're working on that one. I don't know. This is brand new, this fire.
As far as we know.
Yeah, we don't know anything about. Literally, we were coming out here, and if you came to see Boyd Cave, we are at Boyd Cave. The entrance is right over there.
Right there.
We're going to try doing a live remote and go down into the cave. Yeah. So, yeah. Tonight, we are covering, last week we covered the 10 things in your toolbox, simple things that will turn your repairs into professional repairs. And if you haven't seen that video, those are great things to add to your toolbox. Definitely want to have those along. Tonight, though, because we had so many creative comments and people guessing over the last couple lives at different things, we decided we are going to, there are some things that we just love having that aren't must-haves, but as far as I'm concerned, well worth the money.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna throw those out there, and you can answer along because now you have your own rig.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And you kind of know what the list is. So are you going to be okay with it? You doing your input there? You got it. All right. If you see, you are in a better place to read the comments than I am, because I can't read up on the screen. My screen is
Jim Bertrand wanted to know, is Boyd Cave the Bat Cave?
Oh, no.
It's not the same.
It's not the same cave, and we will be
in Oregon.
Yeah.
There was lots of what we should call volcanic activity. So
Right.
there are many caves.
Yep, there are many caves, and this is just one of them. This one happens to be close to the ranch, right where I'm staying. And I thought, if you come to Central Oregon, you got to look up the caves. They're all over.
There's Boyd Cave and Ice Cave and Skeleton Cave. And
right. What's the one out on the
Derek's
highway?
Cave. There's Lava River Cave.
Lava River Cave we did with Dan and Jen, Nevada. Yeah. We went down there and had a fun time walking through that one. That one's a little more commercial, though. They charge to get into it. The Forest Service does.
But it's how many miles long?
It's at least a mile long. Yeah, that you can walk in there, and you actually walk underneath the highway. Mm-hmm. Highway 97 is going over top of you, which they've widened now and made that 2 lanes. So I don't know which bench is actually correct now.
That's true.
But they put a little bench down in the cave. These caves are enormous. We'll go down into this one tonight in a little bit here. These caves are enormous. They are quite something to see. Like the one that's here, it's non-commercial. The Forest Service or somebody has put in a staircase to go down in it. And I'm going to very carefully see if I can't walk the computer down. And
we'll see how the signal goes.
We'll see how the signal goes, but we'll be doing that towards the end of the video there, the live. So
Jim Bertrand wants to know, are they all cool caves, like degrees?
Yes. Good question. And I actually brought a jacket just in case we were going to have the live down in the cave, because the temps generally linger right around 40-50 degrees year round. So when it's 107 out, I don't know why we didn't think about it when it was 107 out. Should have come down here and
hung out.
Just hung out.
All
in
of
the cave.
Bend was probably in the cave system.
Yeah, maybe.
It
may have been a bad day to come to the caves. It's hard to say, but I know the Lava River Cave. That's the most commercial over there. They get a lot of people over there. Like this one here, though, there's nobody. We're gonna go down there. There's nobody down there. So
as far as we know.
As far as we know, yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's see if we can't go. So the top 10, and I did itemize these down according to my favorites. What is my top 10? Now this isn't going to be top 10 for everybody. And we actually talked to WCRV Adventures. They are in the process of getting a new rig, and some of these were on their list. And I thought, why don't we do that? Because some people are ordering coaches. They're not sure what is worth adding, what isn't worth adding. Right. So let's go right to the top there, and we'll just throw the first one out. And you guys have guessed it.
Sorry, Jim's making me laugh again.
Number 10 is a Welder.
You knew it, right?
But do I love that Welder or what? And have I used it? I have definitely used it many times over the last 4 years. And it has actually saved my...
Helicopter, sorry. Squirrel.
Saved my helicopter. It has saved my butt down in Palm Springs, I think it was. No, definitely.
Jim says KEURIG. Welder. Ice maker.
We do have some honorable mentions, and we may have to put the ice maker out there for Miss Karen. So, but did the ice maker didn't make it into my top 10? It did not. No. Yeah. So Miss Karen was the one that was for the ice maker.
That's true. We are really being inundated.
We are surrounded.
And helicopters.
We got a helicopter that's going to be
circling again.
Circling right by us. Okay, yeah, we have to get down the list here. All right, next one down the line. Heat pump. AC heat pump. And I would say
AC has been a blessing lately.
Yeah, AC has been a blessing, especially if you're going to hang out and you plan on hanging out in those hotter areas. You know, in the past, in the last 4 years, we really haven't, though. And we haven't used the AC. We have this summer, but in previous summers, previous years.
God dang it.
Is he going to get in the camera shot? Yeah, he's going to get in the camera shot.
There's two of them.
Is there? Okay.
You should.
Hopefully you guys saw that. I don't know. We may have to tilt that up just a little bit. Yeah. Make sure we don't miss out on those. But we use the heat pump all the time, especially when we're plugged in and we don't want to use propane. We have 2 propane furnaces, and I try to use the heat pump whenever possible just to conserve on propane. And since where we stay in the parks where it's plugged in, the electricity is free, why not use?
Right.
Yeah. Why not use the heat pump? So, and if you're looking you're looking at a new rig, a heat pump is a nice add-on. It won't always be. So you definitely want to ask if they're not mentioning it. Heat pump will probably run you a little bit more. We use that all the time. So next one, going down the line, and we still got
planes.
I love my pellet grill, guys.
Yeah.
I love the pellet grill.
Or your choice of grill for grilling or cooking outside.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's a must.
No, it has to be a pellet grill.
Well, in my book it does. But
yeah, it needs
some
to be
other people maybe not.
Except for my brother. Yeah, he got a propane grill. Who wants to eat propane steak? It's not the same. But I love it. So
okay, we're getting behind on comments.
Are we getting behind on comments? What have you got for comments?
Rhonda was saying coffee for sure. She had to mention that coffee's got to be on your list here.
Oh my gosh, you guys are.
She knows you well enough.
Yeah. Now I may surprise you.
Wayne and Carrie said a welder was not on an item on the Tiffin list, but could be added.
I will make note, most of these will not be optional add-ons. You may have to actually do some shopping on Amazon or, including the pellet grill. Now, if they do, that would be a heck of an option. I'd sign up for that option myself.
Yeah, no kidding. Ralph Hattenberg. Welcome, Ralph.
Yeah, glad to have you.
He says, difficult to come between a man and his pellet grill.
Absolutely. I love the pellet grill. And a lot of people have bought pellet grills by my talking about it.
They're wonderful.
So far, I haven't heard.
You not want one?
So far, I haven't heard of anybody that's been disappointed. So go buy a pellet grill. You want a pellet grill.
Send the vibes out there. Okay, number 7.
They are. There have been times we haven't been able to use the pellet grill.
That's true.
Then down in the fires of California, surrounded by smoke, the last thing you wanted to do was fire up a smoky pellet grill that was going to send panic through the RV park. So
we're kind of getting to that point where there's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
Makes people nervous.
Exactly. It makes people a little nervous. All right, here's another one that was on my list. Oh, wait. So this next one was on my list because I bought used, I bought a used coach, but I had my list of things I definitely wanted on there. And I just thought of another honorable mention, and that's going to be a washer dryer. That was on my list. Now there are a lot of people out there, they don't want a washer dryer. They don't like the room that it takes up. They feel they can't use it. Have to tell you, I wouldn't be without one. So that
I agree.
I'm not sure where we add that on in there, but that has to go right there, probably right on top of pellet grill. I don't know.
You think?
Maybe. Let's see. Let's throw that one up there. Slides. Yeah, when I bought the coach, one of the things that was a requirement, I wanted at least 2 slides. The Endeavor has 4 slides.
You guys are terrible.
Oh, what are you
Jim is comparing keeping a man from his pellet grill is like keeping a woman from her ice maker.
It's very true. Is that
Jim commented that,
yeah.
And then Ralph jumped in there and said, "Yeah, I know exactly which woman you're talking about." I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Yep, absolutely. Yours now. What are you doing for ice? Because I know
borrow, and steal.
Beg, borrow, and steal. Every time that I get around you, you are filling up.
Give me a Ziploc bag full of ice, please.
Yeah. I load her up with ice.
I have 2 little ice trays, and I have to keep, unloading and reloading and unloading and reloading.
Right.
That's the only way I'm getting by at this moment in time. Hey, it's just me. It works. It works.
You can get an ice maker for that, can't you? You could add it on.
Right. Not. Once upon a time, I did have a little portable plug-in ice maker, and I could probably get one of those.
Oh, see, you could do that. Yeah. It depends on. See, it's a different priority now. You have so many other things that you want.
I have so many other things I got to do.
And a lot of them are on the list, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Next one. Yeah, slides. That they just.
For me, I don't have slides because it would just be one more thing that might go wrong, that might need fixed, that I might have to deal with.
Yeah.
So I have enough space without.
I've heard that before.
Squirrel. Plane.
Yeah. I have heard that before. Slides are just one more thing that might break or leak or, any number of things. So I'm
okay without them.
Yeah,
But in general, it makes a rig so much bigger when you can move everything out and have a bigger area.
Right.
Yeah, I totally get that.
Yep. Yeah. This next one, I have to say, solar and extra batteries, and the two go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because more solar wouldn't do me any good if I didn't have the battery capacity to hold it up. And if you followed along, I started off with 4 golf cart batteries on the rig. And I'm now up to 6 golf cart batteries. I don't have any chassis batteries, actually. I haven't for going on a couple.
Eliminated them.
Yeah, I've eliminated the chassis batteries altogether. The coach starts and has started, knock on wood, beautifully for the last couple years. I really have not found a need or miss having extra chassis batteries.
I'm trying to catch up on what you guys are talking about. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I see it.
What do you find in there?
Don says, is number 6 a woman?
Yes. Wait, let me go in and change something really quick.
So Jim Bertrand's like, yeah, I see that. Okay, who said that? Whatever she wants. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Anyways, go ahead.
But now you started off with 2 house batteries that weren't even being used, as we found out later on. And those were 12-volt deep cycle batteries. And you never really got to use them, but at the same time, they were dead to begin with.
Well, yeah.
They weren't any good.
So replace those with 2 deep cycle 6 volts.
Yeah. And
at the time,
Yeah.
And then when we got around to putting the solar on, which was important to me,
Yep.
Found out that the wiring was all messed up and we weren't even reading off of the house batteries. So
Yeah.
we had to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I also have 2 more batteries on order, so I'm going to add those to it. And so we're getting everything set up just right.
Yeah, you're bumping it up to 4 6-volt golf cart batteries. You're going to have more power than you know what to do with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, solar and batteries kind of go together, guys. If you think of a piggy bank and something feeding the piggy bank, well, you can't make what's feeding the piggy bank bigger without making your storage bigger.
Yeah.
So extra batteries, yeah, definitely.
Bigger piggy bank.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the next one, and here we go again. They're making good time hauling out to this fire out there. How's that doing out there? Yeah. All right. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and read over these comments later because I'm like, what?
You're losing.
Jim's talking about good thing his wife's not reading over his shoulder. I'm gonna be in trouble.
Right.
I'm gonna go back and read those.
Right. Oh, Jim, you may be busted. I'm not sure.
Or is it number 6, a woman with extra batteries?
A woman with extra.
You could go so many places with
This
that.
is a PJ show. This is a PG show, all right? Or at least rated R, but
geez, you guys.
oh my gosh. All right. You ready for numbers 5? Number
Yes,
5.
please.
Number 5. Are you
Move
blushing?
along.
You're blushing, aren't you? You are. Nice job, guys. I like it. Number 5, we had to actually add this on to your rig. And I can't imagine, but your rig didn't come with an inverter.
No.
And so you finally now, you have the battery capacity. It's actually feeding your house. And now you can actually use it. And then you discovered what? You didn't have any.
No inverter.
There was no inverter. There's no way to use it. And it's surprising how many newer rigs are out there. They're not installing inverters. So when you're thinking about buying a rig, you're thinking about, that it's not a foregone conclusion that it's going to have an
one.
Yeah. So you definitely, right along with the solar, right along with the batteries, you have to have some way to use that. And the inverter, now we put a 1,000-watt inverter, just a simple one on your rig. And that one's been doing you. But now, do you have plans for a larger inverter?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And that's quite entailed to try to install an inverter. So
And at least set up some of the house so that it's set up with the inverter. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole wiring stuff. Yeesh.
Yeah. A lot of and a lot of rigs don't necessarily have whole house plugs. They have an inverter, but they only have like 4 plugs that are lit up by the inverter.
Right.
So these are all things that you want to consider if you're buying a new rig. Does it have whole house inverter? There's a series of switchings that needs to happen with something like that.
These guys.
Oh, you got to have
They're
some place.
still talking about the woman with batteries.
And you got to have some place to plug it in to recharge those batteries. So,
Jim says, Don, at least bring some ice.
here we go back to the ice again.
Sorry.
This is a demented crew tonight. What is going on there? I like it.
I believe Don said something about LOL just being silly.
Now,
and they're laughing their asses off.
so you're going to have to add on an inverter. Do you have a wattage in mind of what you're thinking of?
Probably at least a 2,000 watt and looking at 2,500 just because, if I'm going to do it, bump it up a little bit more than I think I will need in case I really do need it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And I've been doing, the coach has been doing 2,000 watts. and it's been doing pretty good. It's been doing pretty good. I can't complain. So
Yeah, I thought that would do just fine.
yeah, if I had to upgrade it tomorrow, I would upgrade it to a 3,000 watt inverter.
Yeah, somebody commented that the smoke was getting darker.
Yeah. There's every now and then some black smoke comes up, and normally that's an indicator that there's a house or a structure or something that's in. But I don't know in this case. I don't know.
Chug-a-lug Dog just came in. Hi.
Hey, glad to have you along. All right, so shall we go to number 4? Now you have this. You have a knowledge of this generator more than most people do.
My Jenny, yay!
Yeah, that's pretty high on the list. A generator, a working generator. Now you have had your problems with your generator.
Yep.
Yeah. How's it doing now?
Wonderfully.
Yeah.
Now that we've cleaned everything up and made sure everything's hooked up the way it should be, it's been wonderful. It's been really nice. Yeah.
Now she's had some connection problems, and I have too, guys.
Exactly.
That's a big bomber.
Okay. Sorry, squirrel.
They're fighting the fire right behind us as we're sitting there talking. How are we doing on time? I want to make sure that we leave us enough time. Oh yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good because we're going to go down into the caves down below. You going to join us for that?
I'll try.
You try? Okay. Yeah. All right. You're not afraid, are you?
Oh hell no! I've been in these caves before.
Okay.
Spelunking, yes, love it.
The generator, though, that is a big part of boondocking, a big part of being able to stop someplace and hang out. So definitely high on the list. You finally gotten yours. Yours just purrs right along, but you've had to fight for it. Yeah.
They threw in a cheap carburetor just to get it running enough to sell it. So it crashed shortly after I started my journey. And the first thing I had to do is have a new Onan original part put in so that it fit right and it would run right.
Yeah, and it does purr, guys. I've heard that generator, and I've helped you run through some connection problems along the way.
Cleaned up some connections, and it's been great since then.
Yep. Yeah. So, and hence where you had to use the electronic spray cleaner.
Yes.
And you had to buy your first can of that. I remember that CRC? Down in Nevada.
Yes. Yeah. I have a can. Yep, I do.
Absolutely. So, all right. Let's see what we've got for number 3, a tow vehicle or alternate transport. That could be a scooter. They could be, in
a lot of things.
A lot of things. So, I've had the truck, and I can't tell you how many times, I just rely on that for getting around and doing things. Now, you've been doing it without for some time. How's that working out?
Yeah. I don't really have a lot of errands to run, so that's been okay. But there are times when it would have been nice to have at least like an e-bike or a bicycle to ride over, a few blocks or whatever, so I can bring groceries back.
Right.
So, yeah, I'm still, big one coming over.
Oh. Yes.
You can see that.
Yeah, see if we can get that. I think we got it.
I don't know. It's hard to tell on that.
It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. I have a smaller screen, so it's hard for me to tell.
Oh yeah, you got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm on delay, so I have to wait to see. You got it.
Yeah. So you've been kicking around the idea of an e-bike,
a tow vehicle, or an e-bike, or something small.
Right.
I don't want to deal with a really long rig, so having something behind me, making me that much longer. I'm not sure I want to do a tow vehicle yet.
Right.
But I am thinking about an e-bike or something like that.
Yeah. What about a scooter? Could you do a scooter or something like that?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
There's being a dirt bike rider, there's just something I can't do. Doing a scooter is like,
no.
It's just mentally No, I can't do it.
Yeah. You rode a little bit on the street with your bike back
Yeah,
when we were together, and you did okay.
I could do a dual sport and do a type or an enduro type, but
Right.
again, how much maintenance do I want to learn how to do?
Yeah, there's added insurance and yeah, so that's another factor that you got to factor in. But yeah, the ease of being able to start something up and run to the store. I don't know. Yeah.
There's a stigma that comes with one of those stupid little scooters. Right. I don't think I could do it. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But having some sort of alternate transportation is kind of important.
Yes.
Yeah. Number 2. This is one of my favorite items is the automatic generator start. And I know people that have rigs that they don't even use it. Now, if you have enough solar, if you're not using as much power as you can create with that solar, and we have another helicopter that's going to fly over. They are busy, guys. Yeah, I can. That has been so nice. Is I can walk away. I don't have to think about my batteries. I don't have to think about if the chance our late puppy, our pup that's gone now, but when he was in the rig, I could set that it would come on when it heated up and got too warm inside.
Kick on the AC for him if he needed it.
Yep, it would fire up the generator and run the AC for him. I just love the convenience of that AGS, and I actually added that onto my coach years ago. And if it broke down tomorrow, I'd have to get another one in there. I just have come to rely on it so much. So, yeah, absolutely. How are we doing on comments? We doing okay?
Jim wants to know if we're going to go on a field trip to the cave.
We are going to go on a field trip to the cave. We've got one more, and I know nobody can guess what my number 1 is. I know nobody can guess what my number 1 is. Yeah. Do you have any guesses? Yeah. No. Yeah.
I happen to know, but
you know. Okay.
I can't say anything because I've joined the club.
You have, haven't you? Da, 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 da. Was it any wonder? You knew it was coming. They knew it was coming.
Well, let's see. Yeah.
KEURIG.
Dale and Sherry are in the house.
Oh,
Hi,
Dale
guys.
and Sherry. Glad to have you guys along.
Jim is asking how many years have you owned this coach, Dave? And he said KEURIG.
KEURIG. Yep. Miss Karen's maybe Ice Maker. Mine is KEURIG. Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. I have owned this about 6 years, I think.
Don says everyone knew that.
Everyone knew that. I come by it honestly, guys. It's in my cup. I've got Canadian coffee going tonight, and in honor of Jim and Gary and Carol, I've got a Canadian coffee.
Canadian whiskey
yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. We were actually perusing the Goodwill the other day.
We were.
And we found.
What did you find? What was that? What did you find?
We found a very small, slim, sleek KEURIG 1 cup that actually was inexpensive, works on the modified sine wave.
Yeah.
And it's mine.
So now you too are guilty.
One cup at a time.
Does it have a cup counter on it? Can it count?
No.
No cup counter on it. All right. But now you're one of the guilty party that has
Yeah.
a Keurig of your
Yeah.
own.
And I can
Yeah.
do solar coffee.
You can do, yep, you can.
It doesn't take much wattage.
What have you been doing for your coffee since? I mean, you know, you had the Keurig for all of those years now.
Right. I was doing a French press, and you'd
Okay.
have to heat up your water on the stove and then pour it in,
Oh,
which is not bad. I only drink 1 cup a day.
why
but-
would you possibly need a Keurig then? I don't understand.
Shut up. It's cute. It's slim. It doesn't take up much space.
Is that why you got it? It was cute.
It's cute. That's how women work.
So there it is, guys. Our top 10 and Miss Karen's
I
top
now have
10.
a Keurig.
Yeah, you now have a Keurig. Absolutely.
Oh
And you're
my
working on
gosh.
the rest of the list, and you're going to make that happen. Comment down below if you're watching this video afterwards. I know a lot of people do, and I'm curious what your top 10s are.
Rana. She says, really? 1 cup a day?
1 cup a day. Rana, wait a minute. I like Rana. Hold on a second.
1 cup only? That's all I drink is 1 cup a day.
It's not right, is it? It's not. Oh my gosh. No, I'm glad you don't drink. Nobody should drink the amount of coffee that I drink. Nobody should.
And what have you been doing lately?
I've been trying to cut back. I have been
There
better.
it is.
Yeah, I have been better. And so I'm trying to intersperse water for coffee. And sometimes I forget, and just out of force of habit, I make
Just make coffee.
just make coffee. Oh.
All right.
Oh,
Thank you.
so there you go. How are we doing? Are we ready to go down into the caves? Are you guys
We are
ready?
going to attempt it.
We're going to attempt it because we're going to carry. We've got our little hotspot device right here, brought to you by Alcatel, right there, who isn't paying us a damn thing. For us to push-
Keurig, nor is
Yeah, neither is Keurig, Onan,
the chairs or
the chairs.
someday.
But there you go. Ooh, look at that one, guys. That is a big one. Look at that.
What the heck is that?
Wow. I had to get. Oh my gosh.
Is that a dropper? Is that for
Yeah.
water? I've never
I'm sure-
seen one that big.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it's fire retardant or something. Wow.
Okay, they're worried about this fire.
Yeah, they are.
It has been super dry, so I totally understand that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy crap, that was huge.
That was huge. That was huge. Okay, are you guys ready to go out into Boyd Cave?
Doug D popped in. So
Doug D,
didn't get a
glad to
chance
have
to
you in
say
the
it.
house. Let's.
Yeah, cave time.
It is cave time. Why don't we head on over there? Dale Redchuck is in the house. Glad to have you.
hey.
Hey, Daryl. How's it going?
Yep.
All right.
All right,
We need to do it.
I'm gonna abandon this computer and maybe carry that one. I don't know.
I'll carry the computer, and we'll make this happen. If you want to carry this one, how's that?
I can
sound?
handle that.
Yeah. Miss Karen is handling the Wi-Fi tonight. So there you go. And I'm going to try to keep our microphone and everything set up. So bear with us if we have
If we lose signal,
if we lose signal, it's not on purpose.
we're in the cave.
We're in the cave. And I think we're going to try to leave that at the mouth of
top.
the cave
Mhm.
so we can drop down inside, and hopefully we will keep our connection. So
It's always fun to try.
it's always fun to try. All right, let's go on a field trip, guys. Let's do this. All right. Oh, look at that. We have this. You have to tell me you can't. Oh, you
I
can't
can't
see
see
now. Yeah, no. So a lot of these caves out here, they have set up stairs, and this one is rather nice. It's got stairs going down into it. It's got a little fence out, and I'll kind of show you the hole. That's where we're going, guys. That's where we're going. Let's see if we can get around here.
I didn't grab flashlights.
You didn't grab the flashlight. Uh-oh. All right.
I'm gonna set this here.
How are we doing? Everybody still here? All right. Oh, Miss Karen is going to go over and grab the flashlight. And you're going to leave the Wi-Fi up here at the top? Okay. I'm going to walk on down. What do you say, guys? We heading on down? All right. Now I have to do this without using the railing because I've got hands-on equipment here. So I want to make sure that we don't drop anything going on down. Ooh, and it is cool down here. All right, let's see if we still have, do we still have signal? We still have signal. How's it going, guys? We are down in the cave. There's where we just came down. If you looked at the thumbnail that we had for the video is right there. And we'll see if Miss Karen comes down. So these lava tubes are everywhere. And the roof of this one is at least, I'd say 10 feet above my head. And you obviously can't see anything. We don't have a flashlight that goes down that way. But as you go farther on down, it is probably no less. You could drive a semi through this. That's how big a lot of these tubes are. And there's Miss Karen coming down right there. Did you bring a flashlight with you? Okay. Rhonda said I should have waited for you. All right, you got our flashlight. It is nice and cool, right?
It is.
Yeah. How are we doing on our signals? So you did leave the.
It's at the top.
Okay, so our Wi-Fi is up at the top.
As far as I can tell, yeah.
All right, and so we should have fairly long feed.
Wow.
But these lava tubes actually followed underground rivers, is the way that I understood it, and they were molten lava passing underground. When they cooled, they left these lava caves. And see if we can get over here by the wall. It's way over here. We seem to be doing okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah. There's the roof of it. Let's see if I can get close here. That is all lava.
Can you see it?
Yep, you can see it right there. So
there we go.
And you can see there is some danger of it cracking and falling, and some of them have actually collapsed. If we could go further on down, we'd probably see that. This one actually goes in both directions, and they are a lot of fun. If you come to a lava tube, what should you bring with you to see this?
Well, flashlight, obviously.
Lanterns, flashlights, coats. Yeah, Miss Karen's got her coat on.
Yeah, I went grab one. Hard hats kind of thing, because you have to be careful not to bump your head. It'll take a chunk right out if you're really not careful.
And if you're curious, you can Google these caves online, and a lot of them, including Boyd Cave, the one that we're in, is actually mapped. You can actually see a complete map of it. Some of them are really long. Over time, cave-ins have caused openings, and you can see that's the case with this one. All of that rubble on the below, and you can see the stairs going up above, and that all just kind of broke through the top. And the Forest Service, I believe, is who added on the ladder. So
somebody asked what it smells like.
Cool, dusty. Yeah. I don't know that there's any bats living in this one, but that it would be a common kind of a barnyard type smell, I suppose, for if there were a lot of bats. Although I've never really noticed it on any of them.
Yeah, no.
You know,
Earthy is what it smells like.
yeah, earthy.
Very, very cool and earthy.
Yeah, if you've ever dug a hole with a shovel and smelled that soil, and that's kind of what it smells like down here. The floor is kind of a sand and rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, for the most part, very easy walking. And I wonder how deep can we go in before we start losing signal? How deep can we go in? We'll keep I need some light up here. There we go.
Trying to give you light above and some light from your computer.
We so far we still have good signal.
Careful.
Dug a hole. Who are you burying, Dave? Everybody say goodbye to Miss Karen. No. Everybody say goodbye to me. This is probably it.
I'm supplying the light.
Right. There we go.
Lost you.
That is as far in as you can go before we lose signal. But yeah, it's, this is a lot of fun to go and explore these things. And I have been in here into many of them several times.
Back. LOL.
The bats got them. Both of them fell into a hole.
Or the rocks got us.
It's not a mine. You don't really have to worry about anything going down. Yeah, you just have to worry about tripping over rocks, as you can see on the floor down below us. It's for the most part you can walk around down here pretty easily. Occasionally there's where the roof has caved in, and you have to kind of stumble over those. Time to bring in Wi-Fi repeaters, Richard M. says. I wonder how far into the day that would be an idea, right?
Spelunking adventure.
Oh my gosh, yeah! Just have Wi-Fi repeaters all the way down and see how far in we could go. Jim Bertrand says, "Is it dry in the caves?" Yeah, it's very dry now. During the winter and during the rains, the rain will come in through the roof, obviously, and some will seep down through.
Yeah, no,
but
it's pretty dry.
But for the most part, pretty dry underneath there. So.
Free mascara.
You look around, you can get free mascara. I don't know. No, I don't think so. Our vision, nomadic living, probably until Dave needs to pee.
That's how far you can go.
Is that how far? Oh my gosh. But yeah, you could, it's a lot of fun going and seeing these things. And believe it or not, it does go that way. I don't think that this one goes that far, though. Yeah. Oh, I can feel the heat coming down.
Yeah.
Just standing right here, I can feel the warmth. Yeah, coming down in. But as soon as you walk even 10, 15 feet over this way, there's big rocks. Let's see if Miss Karen can show them. Those have fallen off the ceiling down there. So let's see if I can. Yeah, you can kind of see those have all come off the ceiling. Oh, but easily walk around that side over there. It looks like it's easily passable. Not sure how far that one goes. I'm sure I've followed it in the past. It goes a ways, yeah. No.
It gets smaller and smaller.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, what was that?
Squirrel.
Was that a squirrel? That was a squirrel just came down the stairs and ran that way. That was really a squirrel moment. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. There are bats that do live down in here. So you have to, you might have to share space with bats if that doesn't freak you out at all.
Some people it does.
Some people, some people it does. Oh my gosh. Well, I think that is going to wrap this one up. Should we walk on out and say goodbye to everybody? We'll go and see how the fire is doing up there.
Sure.
All right. Let's see if I can turn you around. And this time I can actually kind of hold on a little bit and get up here closer to our Ooh, and it is bright up here. Sorry for that. Oh, honey, if you want to grab the Wi-Fi. And our fire is still going over there. Bats and rats. No, it was Jim says bats and rats. We didn't have the chip. It was a ground squirrel. They look like a chipmunk. But they don't have the marks on the side of their ears. So that's you can see the truck is parked. Where is it? Right over there. That's how far you can drive right up to most of these. Some of them are caged off, walled off with a fence. And those are the ones they're trying to protect the bats at. But we have one on property at the ranch. That is the bat cave. We're going to be going back out to that one of these days. But that one we're going to have to do a video on. Because I don't think we have signal out there. No. That we can do it. Yeah, I'm seeing at the head of the road right over that way is lights and sirens and vehicles. Well, I don't hear sirens, but I see lights. And that's where we got to drive out. So we better get out of here before they cut us off. Here comes another helicopter. Let's see where he's at. He's right there. All right. That is probably our cue to get out of here. Dave, wear your helmet. Bats are not a problem. That's Don. RV Live His Life says their fire is better than ours. Oh, yeah, it probably is. I'd rather be sitting around your fire than that one over there. So
theirs good, ours bad.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Stay cool this week, everyone. Ralph Happenberg says, absolutely, everybody stay cool. Have a good week, guys. I'm so glad that you could join us tonight. We're going to see you next week, right?
Yep.
If that fire doesn't get bigger.
Hopefully not. No evacuations.
Thanks for joining us down in the caves. Live life full time. We will see you guys all next week. Thanks for being here, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's see if we can make the walk out of here. How's that? Oh my gosh. Oh. All right. See you later, everybody.